Here we are.
Yeah,
First episode. Took us long enough.
yeah. Jeez, it's been like what a month since since we made that channel.
Took a while. A lot of delays happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. By the way, get ready for some of the dumbest stuff you have ever heard. Alright. Alright. Like, between the two of us, alright, we we share we share two brain cells.
They often don't agree with each other.
Yeah.
This is gonna go terribly.
Yeah.
Great first episode, guys.
Yeah. Do you
Flow out
want
the
do you
window. Hmm?
do you want to restart this?
No, of course not.
Uh, um. we- So this is Lobotomy soup. All right.
Absolutely not related to any other podcast out there. In no way at all.
You're being a little bit too obvious, Logan.
Shut up. The theme song is the same song, man.
Oh wait, it is. Hold hold the phone. Hold the phone. I'm checking that.
Welcome to Lobotomy Soup.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
they have one. That's where I got the song from.
really?
Yes. You think I'm gonna compose something on my own?
Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Okay. So,
So
um, so how was last week with school?
pretty good. The weeks are getting better. I've memorized all the roots of my classes by now.
Same here. Oh, uh, okay. So, yeah. Um, I I hate I hate my career management class, and the worst part is okay. So I thought I thought that it was one of the classes that I had to take, but no, which means which means that I'm that unless I drop the class, right, I'm stuck with it for the entirety of the year.
Oh yeah, I have a friend. You know how Caden also has long hair, Ethan?
Yeah.
Caden is in JROTC. I don't know if he chose to be there or not, but he was there, and he told me about how like in one of the first days they're just like, okay, to be in this military class, you're gonna have to cut your hair. Bitch, fuck you! I'm not cutting this hair. I've been growing this for a year. Cut my balls off, man. That's actually what he told me. I'm sure he didn't say that, but that's pretty funny. So
You know,
so I asked him, what are you gonna do about that? Oh, I'm gonna change out of that class. You could still do that? Yeah, you can do it again on Monday. Monday rolls around, and I see him with a new haircut.
well, he wasn't able to change his class. Yeah.
I was
Um.
I was really questioning that. He's like, can he
Yeah.
still do that on Monday? I don't think so.
Yeah. But Logan, you 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 don't want you don't want you do not want six classes at once. Trust me. Right. Chuck.
Are you
The
still there?
amount of
Okay.
the amount of nights that I have been up uh, until well past 11 on weekdays is just ridiculous.
Yeah, sleep
Huh.
schedules are quite ruining all of a sudden.
Yeah. On the on the bright side, I do get to wake up at 7:30 and and still have more than an hour and a half before my bus gets up.
I like to wake up at 5 o'clock just to be sure. I go to sleep at 10, sometimes 12. I don't think that's very good.
You're probably fine.
I'm probably fine. Hopefully, I
Yeah.
don't start getting sleep paralysis again.
Again.
I, when I used to stay up until like no, when I used to wake up at 4 a.m. somehow, just like on accident, it happened. I told you this. For any of the viewers who don't know, now you know.
Huh. Look,
Yeah.
I, I, I'm still, I'm still, I'm still betting that there's gonna be at least one person who watches this th- that's going to comment. You know what? Or I'm, I'm not gonna say it because
Patient zero.
God dang it, Logan, stop.
Start a chain, guys. Start a chain.
Well, all right, fair enough, I suppose. Where did
Yeah.
this brush come from? I genuinely don't know. Like I didn't have it in my hand like, like literally 3 seconds ago. All right, I I don't even own a brush. With brushes that
Okay. Recently, like every year or so, my father goes back to Honduras for a little bit to do some stuff over there, political work, you know.
yeah.
And I've just realized like how quiet the house gets now.
Is it because he's not yelling constantly
He
or
doesn't yell. Oh my god. No, no, no. Like he in his office, if he's like when he's not at his desk working at his computer doing whatever stuff he's doing, he might be like sitting on the couch that's in that office, like right behind his workstation, something like that. I don't know the directional word for that. His workstation's like this to the wall, and then over here is a couch that faces the other wall. Giant TV there, always blasting so loud.
all right. Hmm. Well, I I I just I I'm only now paying attention to the fact that you have a giant TV that looks almost like a basketball.
It is a basketball, actually. That's not by coincidence. I'm not sure why I have it. It just looks cool. That's about it. I don't even like sports.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I,
To be honest, I don't need a TV. I don't use it that often.
yeah. I uh, I can see the appeal in sports. Like I can see why others like it. I- I've just never been a huge fan of it.
Like if you watch TV and you like what if you watch the sports channels? Maybe that would be more appeal to people who typically watch that. They might buy that. However, it's all literature for me.
Yeah. Mm.
That's what I
Yeah.
enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, oh my god. The C-Tech schedule on Fridays is so weird. So, okay. Because, because of the way our classes are scheduled. Alright, alright. We, freshmen, don't really have any, any, any extra periods. Right? We're, we're already taking the maximum amount of classes we can't. Alright. Now, granted, granted, if I had, okay, so because of the way my schedule is set up, right, I I have to take my two elective classes, right, on alternating days, right, right. So the way it works, right, is I have my PE classes Monday and Wednesday, right, and my career management classes Tuesday and Thursday, right, right. However, however, they're in the same period. I can only I can only see about 2 pixels on your screen, right?
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Keep going.
Uh, Fridays, Fridays are where it gets just weird. Right. Each each class each class lasts for 25 minutes. Right. They're really short classes, right? Because because on because students get half days on Fridays, right? Uh, well, right. Since no, I don't know if you noticed, right? But but whenever but whenever I but whenever I told you which days will my two electives take take place on, right? I didn't mention right, and that's because it switches every week, right? Right. So, well, last Friday I had PE. Um, right. So this upcoming Friday, I'm going to have career management, which the teacher is just she is so bad at her job, right? Which which is which is kind of ironic for a career management teacher.
I feel like I'm just way too silent right now.
Yeah, you got.
Can I
Come
just butt
on,
in
you're
my own
just a
story real
podcast.
quick? You know how I didn't choose my
Sure.
you know how I wasn't able to choose my electives for this year?
Yeah.
Um I feel like I've told you this before, but me and my mom were um planning on
Yeah.
having some sort of business eventually. Like yeah, so we planned on that and thinking of all the classes I wanted, I couldn't really fit business in there. like a business class or a marketing class, I just put a bunch of things I liked doing. And then this year, I wasn't able to pick them, and I have PE, which is required to take once throughout the entirety of high school, and a marketing class. I feel like just by coincidence, I've just been bestowed the right classes that I wouldn't have chosen myself. That would have helped me pretty much. So I'm really not too upset about it anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so, by the way, by the way, I got I got accepted for the CFCC dual enrollment program. Um, yeah, uh, mm, um, so we so people who go to C-Tech, right? Who we don't start that, right? Uh, until until at the very earliest, the second semester of our second year, right? Right. Um, right, yeah. And the reason for that, right, is because unlike your classes, unlike classes at Lane, right, right, my classes at C-Tech for the first 2 years, right, are mostly year-round classes, right? Um, which 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 means that for the first year, right, no one, no one, like, no one, no one has any time to go to a CFCC class. We just don't. Right? Um,
Uh, you know what's something I think about a lot? How like
what?
the way I wasn't able to choose my electives because of the fact that district school electives was chosen on the same day you sign up for alternative high schools, and every single person that I know, all of my friends I already have that are at Laney, and all the ones I have started to make, every single one of them chose to be at Laney. I'm starting to think I'm the only person that didn't get accepted by a single alternative high school.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with me.
and
I
did
I tried
didn't
very hard in all of those. What do you call those things where they review them for you to see if you get accepted or not? I
uh
tried very hard in them.
I
Some people were still in bed in some of those videos. Meanwhile, I was doing like a whole performance.
um mm, you know I've been okay, I've been kind of curious whether or not the only reason that I got accepted to C-Tech was because of my condition. Um, I I feel like that might have been the case. Maybe it's just me, but I I I don't really feel that my application was that my video application was particularly good. Um,
It was fairly just like base level from what I saw.
wait, you were able to see it?
You recorded it on a call.
Oh, wait, I did.
Yes, I watched you record it.
Holy, Logan,
Hmm?
Logan, that was almost 6 months ago.
Only?
I said almost.
You're thinking almost. I'm thinking only. We're on different timescales right now. That is much more recent than I thought.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna check flip. Oh, hold up.
Okay. As he does that, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
What's going on?
I'm checking flip to see.
It's desktop information.
Oh shit. Dox me if you want. I really don't care.
I'm I'm censoring this. The
Yeah,
important parts.
okay.
That
Okay. Fair enough. Um.
To be fair, I don't think I was really a good fit for C-Tech anyways. I heard one bit of information, and then that was what all I need. Why do you have 4 videos?
Two. So these these guys were the Oh. Okay. These two were for projects. These two were my submission videos. I did that one. Holy crap! It was 7 months ago.
I do not remember what my flip videos were like.
And they they
I'm
were
gonna
almost they were almost comedy sketches.
comedy sketch. You didn't? Did you watch them? Did I show you them?
Yeah, you showed me them.
I don't remember that. Not exactly comedy sketches. I tried to answer the things, but the entrances and the exits, I tried a little something.
Yeah,
See if I
yeah,
can. I'm gonna try and pull them back up. I've not watched these since I made them.
yeah. But
This is
Logan,
gonna be painful to watch.
yeah, but Logan,
Hmm?
I just, I'm genuinely a little bit unsure of whether or not C-Tech accepted me or, or because because they feel like it would have been wrong to deny a kid with disabilities.
Why is it so hard to load this thing?
Um, yeah.
I you're gonna see in these. Oh my god, that was not even where. Where do I? Oh my god.
Hold, hold. Can you still check Google Classroom?
I think you can access Flip on Clever, right? I'm just to see.
Hold.
Where am I? This is
You're at your house. What?
not what I meant. Damn, I am not good with the computers. This is why I wasn't accepted into C-Tech.
Look,
That was
you don't need you. Believe it or not, you don't really need to be good with computers to be in CTEC.
It is oddly difficult to sign into Flip. I don't know why. Why is it taking so long to load?
Logan,
Yeah?
remember Miss Stevenson's class?
Why do you bring it up? Oh, I just thought about something. Something I was thinking of recently. I was remembering the stories we learned from that. You remember all the stories we read in that year? The Tale of Sleepy Hollow, the Raven, Telltale Heart, the
Roughly,
Monkey's Paw. All of those are like horror stories,
yeah,
somewhat. And then amidst all of those is just the necklace, the story of a person who got scammed.
yeah,
There wasn't much to that story. The, like in the Telltale Hearts, I murdered this old man and hid his corpse, and the cop was in the house and he had no idea. Meanwhile, the necklace is just like, after 9 years, I finally was able to pay off this necklace I lost. Here you go, the $30 million necklace. It was $10. What are you talking about? And
God.
anyways, I can't log into Flip for some reason.
Yeah.
Uh,
oh,
The
oh,
world is
um,
stopping me from looking at any of that stuff.
so Logan, so the reason, the reason, the, the reason, the reason that I brought that awful class, um, was because Miss Stevenson is the only person who 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 has not removed her who who didn't who didn't remove us from her class. All right, I just think that's kind of hilarious. Um, archived classes. Yeah, yeah. Look, she she even did it for the EOG review, but not her actual like general class.
Oh, something very strange. I might have shown you this. I'm not sure. It's that Miss Mendocino, she never used her Google Classroom at all. I joined it in the beginning of the year, but no one else did because she never told us to. We didn't have to. She does nothing on there. So I was on there and like one other person. Nothing was happening. I every once in a while check. I don't know why. And I saw one like during the school year, and I saw one day there was just like a random account with that like seemingly hacked into the Google Classroom and was just there. It was very weird, and like because she doesn't use the Google Classroom, she didn't know there was just like a random guy who hacked into there.
Logan, what was the post?
What?
What was the post?
What? What do you mean?
Can you show me what you're talking about?
Oh, the account. Yeah, I can show that if it's still on here. I don't know if it was still. I don't see why he would leave. It didn't seem like he was going to. He was just kind of there. He did nothing. He was just kind of in the classroom. So, um, he had nothing to do. He just kind of probably forgot he was even in that class. What the? Where? I can't even see it. Where's the Mendocino class? Nothing is working right now.
Mm-mm.
Man.
I don't know.
Well, my nothing's working for me at all on my computer, I guess. Everything is bad. Everything's in turmoil.
Yeah,
Um,
these these computers are so much worse than they were last year, or, or at at the very least, the ones at CJack are right.
no, they're just all bad. It's because a bunch of stuff that's happened to them from the year before. Because something like that, probably. If they downloaded a bunch of things, it probably made their computer slow. And now we have computers that don't have those things, but remain slow. There's just a lot of bad things. I got my computer, and on the case, like not under the case, on the actual laptop top part of it, there's like a bunch of marker drawings on there.
Oh my god. Okay, so look,
Like what's on there? Let me see again. There's a bunch of palm trees and sparkles and words I can't read.
where are those books? Where are those books in that case in the background?
Oh, you're looking at my room right there. That's Amulet. I read that in the third
Oh,
grade.
holy, holy crap! I forgot about that. Yeah, it's
Look
a
at
pretty.
bro at this camera angle. My room looks like a toddler's room. They can't even see my workstation right now. It is far different.
Yeah,
It's just a bunch of. It's still fairly messy, but like very
yeah,
different. Lots of art stuff, lots of writing things. Shelves
yeah,
down there with a bunch of paper and supplies.
yeah. Logan, once,
Lots of
once,
old stuff I have for some reason.
yeah. Oh, oh, three hidden keys to three hidden gates.
There's Just
You don't get that reference.
not at all.
Of course. Have have you ever heard of Ready Player One?
Yeah, I do not want to watch that. Anyways,
It's a
uh,
book.
I
The book is better by a lot.
either way, I'm still not gonna read it. Anyways,
I I actually think that you might like it, but whatever. Uh, I
um, so what was I gonna talk about? Do you did you know Thomas?
kid about this height, Jordan, like not quite blonde hair, but
Yeah, that guy. Like the way I would describe him, he's not at all like Caden, but I would say something in the similarity from him and Caden, like the fit somewhat slightly athletic minded guy. Like Thomas is more in the slightly athletic, while in Caden it's more like that he's energetic to be both slightly fit. Where like they look average or slightly skinny, but they are like they would beat you in a fight or something.
yeah,
Like kind of like Robin in the Black Phone. You did not watch that movie, did you? The La Cabron. He. Anyways, so he's like that. That's how I would. I just needed to talk about Thomas for comparison. That's how I would describe Caden. The one I talked about earlier. But the funny thing is, like through a few days in a row, he kept trying to like do the push thing. Like both of us arms together, try and push each other to a direction, and like as it was happening, like of course I was having to try, but I was doing it fairly easily. And because I was actually having to try technically, I um that shows that he was actually trying incredibly hard, and yet because of how easily it still came for me at the same time, it didn't even process in my mind he was genuinely trying for some reason. I just somehow beat him several times. In fact, on Friday, I am stronger than Caden, is what I found out. On Friday, I was there. I was just having a normal conversation with Caden. I was sitting on the fence. Oh yeah, eventually he taught me several ways to jump over fences. I'm now realizing how that sounds as a Hispanic, but anyways, so all of that athletic stuff going on right there,
Logan,
and
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was, I was, I was gonna make a callback to how we used to make jokes about being in your brain to the should shouldn't you have been the one teaching him?
oh my god. Anyways, after all that like stuff happening, my friend who I met at my bus stop and a few of his friends were like very nearby our the fence as we were doing that. They saw that, and so we're all having a conversation, and eventually they're talking to me and Caden. They're just like, let's see which one of you can do the most amount of push-ups. So we start fairly easy, and then on the 11th one, Caden is shaking. He can hardly go all the way back up, and he is moving so slowly. I'm like, bro, you tired already? This is easy.
Look, by the way, okay, so look, so you know Ethan Fleming, right?
Mhm.
We have well, we have PE class together, right? So on one of the days we had to do planks, right?
That was the next part of my story, but keep going.
Well, funny story. He 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 la- he lasted for about 30 seconds, whereas I lasted for a minute and 30 seconds.
Wow. Yeah, so after that push-up competition, they were then just like, let's see which one of you can plank for the longest. And then Caden was just like, no, no, please no more. I don't want to do that. So he sat that one out. No one else wanted to volunteer for some reason, so they were just like, okay, fine, Lou, let's just see how long you can plank for. And it's like,
Wait, they call you Lou?
yeah.
Like, huh?
So that you know this name by now. Um
Well, yeah. I was just.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just kind
that happens, and I'm like, as I'm planking, like, the thing with me planking is that I think the only thing that will stop me from planking, the only way I will have to stop, forfeit, and see my time is if I passed out. That would be the only way I would actually stop involuntarily. I lasted for 3 minutes and 30 seconds before I just went, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm just gonna stop.
holy crap. Yeah, juice. Okay. Okay. So, dude, I swear, I, 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 I don't know how on earth I do it. All right, but I make friends with the weirdest kids in every school that I go to. Right?
30
It's
more brain
just,
dead people.
anyway, um, so so during lunch, which is like an out, which is like an out, which is like an hour and 25 minutes long. Right. Um, during lunch, some 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 a group of people is is usually out is usually out in the hall are playing D&D. Alright, me 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 and one of my new really weird friends were walking out. Alright, and 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 I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't know. I don't even know how this happened. Alright, but somehow I ended up playing D&D with them. I genuinely don't know how it happened.
I don't know. It's just like you're the opposite side of a magnet to D&D. That's
No,
you.
like, no, like, dude, I genuinely don't remember what happened in between.
That's just something with you.
like, 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 I was, I was, I, 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 I zoned out, I zoned out for like a minute, alright, and then all of a sudden, I'm, I'm sitting down with a group of random people playing D&D, alright, and my character is a level 5 barbarian dwarf.
Entire synopsis of the D&D game now?
No, no,
Okay.
I just want to show you my character. Oh crap! I forgot how much damage I took. Um, yeah. uh, Strength is my highest stat,
Eat a golden apple.
and wisdom is that okay. That's my wisdom modifier. Alright. Um, so whenever I roll a wisdom check, and I got an 18. Right? Since my modifier is an 1, it takes some of that away. So yeah. Also, also I can I can kind of hit I can kind of hit 3 times in the same turn.
Cool. Um, a while ago, at some point last week, me, Nicholas, and Felix decided that we wanted to learn some sort of language, one that's not one of the school courses and isn't very common, so that we can communicate without anyone knowing what we're saying. And after a bit of decision making, Nicholas not fully understanding, like Felix was just like, "What's a random language looking like? Danish. Sure, let's try that. Sure, that works." We messaged Nicholas because we don't have a single class with him, so we have to do that. And he's just like, "We should learn Italian, guys, like we were doing before." Because me and Nicholas tried to learn Italian, and I was thinking, too similar to Spanish is what I found. Too many people would understand it. Let's just learn Spanish then. That goes against the point of the whole thing. It's to not understand anything. And then after a bunch of rambling later, just like, okay, are we going to decide on a language? Irish. Good enough for me. And now Laurim Gelga. Laurim Nick August Felix Galga.
Logan. So So uh, I updated the guide to you know what, right?
So what?
I don't want I
Oh,
I don't
oh,
want
oh, the clickety clackety.
yeah I don't want to say it and
Okay,
spoil our future plans.
but shut up.
Um,
You're just making things more speech impediment. Hi guys, English is not my first language.
yeah, English is my first language, and I still have trouble speaking it sometimes. All right.
A while ago, I was in my living room downstairs. It's just completely filled all the walls with like photos throughout the years of me and my brother, and I was looking at some of them with my mom, and I saw there was like a picture of me from pre-K. They had like school photos for pre-K where I went for some reason. So I saw it was like me doing this as if I was playing an invisible piano. I was just like, what is I don't understand what I was doing here. They were clearly telling me to do something. I didn't do this on my own, but I don't know what this is they were telling me to do. And then my mom informed me that apparently I completely forgot this. I learned English in kindergarten, not pre-K. I didn't know a single thing people were saying, so she said that they were probably trying to explain to me to do something like get my arms up, do something with them, like probably cross them and just sit like this. But I couldn't understand English. I just see they're lifting their arms, just like cross, take these, cross them. ¿Qué dijo? And after a while, they're just like, okay, this kid's not gonna get it. Just take the photo.
Yeah.
It's like this kid doesn't speak English or something.
Yeah. You know, I've I I've al- I've always wondered why why you have to sit a specific way for school photos.
It's because they want you to be posed in a very photogenic way.
I'm not particularly photogenic.
It's very strange how last year in eighth grade they didn't tell anyone to do the pose. You just sat down, they took a picture very quickly, and somehow those photos are way better than the other ones.
because because you can because it because it adds some of your own personality into it.
Yeah, but also
Right.
like the camera, the quality of it is honestly better.
Oh,
Quite a bit.
I don't doubt it. Uh,
They just got way better while being lenient. That's pretty cool. I, at every slightly special occasion, Dirk always brings out the gold suit with a leather gold hat
Logan,
with the bass pin on the collar.
Logan, the way you described that, right? At the very least, to me, it made it sound like he wore a suit of metal, a suit of gold armor.
Shut up.
yeah, yeah. Um, um. But Logan,
Yeah,
remember how earlier you said that I didn't watch it one movie?
yeah.
So I don't actually watch a lot of movies. Alright, I
Cool. Recently, I
I,
watched
I
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
yeah. So I mainly watch anime. Shut up. Don't. Don't. All right.
I feel like you just immediately put a spell on me. It's like, wait, shut up before I get anything out.
yeah. So I was watching. So this over the weekend and over the weekend I was watching The Rise of the Shield Hero. A really good show. I'm not sure that you would like it, even even if you did watch anime. All right. Well, okay. There are specific aspects about it that I think you would probably enjoy. All right. Um, and that's just me. Uh, but yeah. Um, I'm just waiting for the new season to come out. Um,
Um, a while ago, I think it was like Friday of the first week of school. I was
mm,
at dismissal. The only people I recognized there because like on the first day, I saw a plant there, and after that, he never showed up again. So the only people I'm really there with at dismissal is Caden and Tristan. I told this to Felix and Nicholas. They asked, "Which Tristan, the curly-haired one or the greasy one?" Guess which one?
the greasy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that that kid was so genuinely annoying.
No, no, he wasn't. I mean, I guess when you saw him, he was in that annoying thing. But like
Wait,
when you really know him, he stops doing. That's something I see with a lot of my friends. They start out acting like over the top, trying to be comedic, and then they get more chill as you get closer with them. Usually,
what,
you'd think it'd be the reverse.
what, what about me? What,
Well,
what would
not
you say?
well. In recent times, we on the calls we started talking about philosophy. But when we first met, it was constantly jokes about I said a glass of juice, not a glass of juice. That joke all the time.
Yeah, I forgot about that
It's the same thing.
one. I'm 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 a method actor.
Okay, okay. So back to my story. So at
that,
dismissal.
well, that was one of the jokes we told. Right?
Oh
Remember?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I don't want people who I don't want people watching that thinking I'm insane. Well, more than more so than they already probably
More so
are.
than me. Back
I
to my
think we're
story.
I think we're both insane, but anyway, continue.
Uh, at
Mhm.
dismissal, the only people I'm really there with is Tristan and Caden. And on Friday of the first week, I Caden was being like especially outlandish. A bunch of very loud he has like no social anxiety. He will go so loud saying all sorts of obscene like sexual or racist jokes if he just thinks it's funny in the moment.
I
So he
I
so he's doing that, and then our we have me, Tristan, and Caden. We're also friends with Clara at dismissal, and the way we met Clara was that like she was just like a few feet away on that day. So as we were just like, Caden, what are you talking about? And he keeps saying so much racist stuff out loud. She's just like a few feet away, laughing uncontrollably at everything.
yeah, 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 that checks out. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, look, uh, so, so I have a new friend at school. His name is Shane. He's big, like really big, like.
What the fuck? What
What?
the?
What?
How did the flag get out? Colombia, you stay in your place. Anyways,
God, God is punishing you for defying the laws of physics.
again. Oh yeah,
Wait,
last week on Friday, this flag. I kept carrying this thing around because on Friday I was supposed to do a presentation on like a certain business. Me and Kyrie decided that instead of just doing any ordinary business, we were going to do a specific subdivision of a business. So we were doing Casa Spotify Bogota in Colombia. So I brought this flag
Okay.
to do the presentation, and so I just kind of had the flag with me all day, and that dismissal got very popular.
Yeah, Logan.
Like it almost got stolen.
Yeah. So I look. I wish. I wish that I had the same level of confidence as Kane does. Maybe, maybe with a little bit more common sense. Um, but like, holy crap! I I would never do. But Jesus. Yeah, I would never say anything like that. Alright, Logan.
I hmm?
Well, so I I feel like I shouldn't be. I feel like I shouldn't be surprised at this, but almost almost everyone at Z-Tech is just like a huge geek or or a really large nerd, which checks
So
out.
far with the people I know are there with you, that checks out.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god. Okay, Logan.
Hmm?
Remember Cleves?
Yeah. Is he there?
No,
Oh,
no. Fortunately not. Alright, but there are there are there are too many kids there who act almost exactly like him.
I don't know if you were here on that day. Did you see the movie? I think it was Pearl Harbor at school
When was it?
in eighth grade, towards the end of the year.
I don't. But what? What was it at the UGs?
I think it was before.
Oh right, yep. Okay.
Pearl Harbor, you know, like
Okay.
the name of the place that was bombed. Yeah, the name of the movie
Yeah.
about two guys that are fighting over one woman. Same thing, pretty much. Anyways, as like Ethan, are you there?
Alrighty then.
Okay,
Oh
so
yeah, I am.
so yeah, as like the main character. Oh, no, they're both the pilots that show up in the war. They wanted the they were trying to make the movie historically accurate, so they said things that soldiers from America back then probably would have actually said. They were calling the Japanese without a knees. They were saying that a lot. And then Mr. Raines was just like, yeah, that's a word that was used to oppress the Japanese people back during that war. Um, don't say it. It's just in this movie for historical accuracy. And that was the moment when Cleves learned that word. And then he constantly kept saying, kill the constantly. The entire rest of the movie. I was sitting right next to him.
Well,
That was awful. I did not.
well,
It's annoying, honestly.
well, well, now, well, well, now I have to deal with like five other kids that are almost exactly like that.
It's it's one thing to say a slur. It's a out loud in front of a whole class. It's another thing to say a slur directly to someone who owns that slur, such as when Fleming called me a beaner, or Felix when he called me a beaner, or Felix when he called me a beaner again 5 seconds later, or Felix when he called me a beaner 5 more seconds later. Like that entire interaction that one time at the party. Come on, what's wrong with me calling you a beaner? You're a beaner, Felix.
Yeah, hot ginger solace.
No, that was Nicholas that said that.
I mean, there's not really. Wait, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two.
There is. Fuck you.
Alrighty then.
Anyways,
Look,
Felix, recently, Felix, I talked to Felix that one time and I brought that story up. And then eventually I learned that apparently he has like a some sort of a slight disability in his mind. And he pretty much just said, "Oh yeah, when I called you the B slur at that party, yeah, feel free to call me the R word anytime now." So that's something.
yeah. Alright then. Oh, alright.
Very
Oh,
weird interactions
Logan,
we have.
Logan, do you want to know what's funny?
Hmm?
Whenever you said the party, alright, for a split second, I thought you were talking about the dance. And,
That just keeps coming back to haunt you, man. For those of you that don't know, I'm not explaining that. Fuck you.
no, 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 no.
Hmm?
Okay, good, good.
So, anyways,
Uh, mm, uh, uh, okay. I swear, for a second there, I thought you were actually gonna explain it to everyone.
at that point, just talk. I'm not finishing that
To the
sentence.
good. Oh, yeah. So Logan, if so, I I have an idea for for if I ever do DM a campaign. All right. Um. So, if if there ends up being any kind of magic users, all right. I I have I have an idea for them. All right. Um. I'm gonna create a, a sort of cipher. All right. Um. It's gonna it's gonna be a bunch of symbols. All right. That look somewhat like they could be magical symbols. And their job will be to decipher it. All right. And once they decipher it, all right, they get they get the spell. They get the spell. Uh,
Anyways,
they get the spell. All right. Yeah. I just thought that it would be a cool idea.
you.
Why do you have Why do you have a poster of one half of Sonic's head on the wall?
I have no clue. I was young back then. I was stupid. More so than I am now. Anyways, you
Logan,
remember how? Hmm?
um, uh, uh, Logan,
Yeah.
the original the original Sonic movie that came out in 2024.
I don't think you said that right.
What do you mean?
The Sonic movie. I don't think that came out in
What do you mean?
2024.
I just looked it up. It came out in 2024.
That is very weird. Anyways, I, yeah, 2024 eighth grade felt like multiple years. Honestly, it's very strange. Anyways, what was I about? Oh yeah, you remember how the announcements in eighth grade, towards the end of the year, the person that got doing the announcements always ended them with, Have a great day. Always ended it like that. Everyone always made fun of it. Tony the Tiger? And like, I didn't really
Logan,
mind it all
I
that much.
swear,
Kind of funny, but
I swear, they, they, they always get, they always got the most illiterate, they always got the most illiterate people ever to read off the announcements.
I mean that person was fine. They didn't read that much though. They usually had other people in between. But like the thing about that person on the announcements is that after a while, I remember they after so long of doing announcements like that, they finally eventually just ended one of the announcements with "Have a good day," and then ended. And then after that, they did not do the announcements again, and I'm just immediately left assuming this person definitely got bullied for doing that.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely feel bad for that person. Anyways, the announcements at Laney, we haven't gotten announcements very often. The speakers were a bit broken, but we finally got them back. And we were so used to not having announcements or having a pledge in the morning that one day it was like a jump scare to randomly hear in the middle of the first class, "Good morning, Bucks." Awful, awful voice that showed up. Heck, it was even more high pitched, more squeakier than the one from last year.
Is that so?
Confederate. Anyways, I
Dude, you have the exact same hat.
shut up. Anyways, at the I remember how like in Holy Shelter when it was Black History Month. Black History Month finally ends, and they keep all the Black History Month posters for a very long time until
Oh my.
finally, Hispanic Heritage Month comes around, and like because during Black History Month, the announcements would like talk bring a quote from an influential African American figure, but then during Hispanic Heritage Month, what they did was they did the announcements in East Western European languages. When
Yeah.
they like when they did it in
I'm.
fucking
I'm.
French, German.
Yeah. I remember you. I remember you saying that. Like. Jeez. Logan. Remember how Black History Month seemed 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 to last for quite a bit longer than a month.
Exactly. Like
Like,
I always felt like during Hispanic Heritage Month, what they were doing at those announcements was, oh, why do Hispanics need a whole month? Why don't we just have the announcements for all of the races? Do all of them. Let's get Germans up there. Let's get French people up there. Whoops, all white people. And like
hold on, I got an idea.
sounds like a cereal. Hispanic Heritage Month. All white people.
Logan, Logan, you, you, you've got to do it for this.
Yes,
Hold
eventually I will. But in Hispanic Heritage Month, I always just thought like, yeah, they felt so lenient with the Hispanic community that they could do that. Meanwhile, Black History Month, they had like a lot. They really cared for that. They went for like over the amount of time it was supposed to be there for, and like I don't know. I just feel like this is a common thing that like, oh, anything bad towards the African Americans? No, no way, no way. Hispanics, however, oh, they're just neighbors. We don't care about them. We can just say anything. The N word, never say that. Beaner, that's hardly a slur. Come on, like the N word.
Logan.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Oops. All white people. So but like something I always thought about, something something that I was never fully understood was the fact that like The N word was such a big part of history that it became so well known that once people finally were like, yeah, this is not good to say, black people were like, well, it was said so much, we're so used to it, we're going to start using the word, sure. And that's fine because why stop them? That's what they were called. Meanwhile, Beaner, I can't go up to a Hispanic and be like, yo, sup, Beaner? It does not have the same
Mhm.
connotation. I'm insulting my own teammate at that point.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Let's just
Whoops.
stop talking about slurs now.
Yeah. 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 Uh, uh, I. Yeah. God. Um. Eighth grade was really weird. I like that was just that was. Oh God, Logan, remember the DC field trip?
I am not gonna forget that. The constant like within the first day, it's just like, what happened on Friday, Logan? What happened on Friday? What happened on Friday? I'm not telling you about this. What happened, Logan? Tell us right now. Fuck you guys.
Hold up, hold up. Okay.
The audience has no clue what I'm talking about. Like, I don't really care about it anymore.
Dang it, I can't
Ew.
find a good image for this. Um, so long.
Yeah.
By the way, Sloan, Sloan hasn't been at school for like a week. I want to say.
Hmm.
I don't know why.
I could wonder the same thing about Plant. Oh, oh, yesterday I woke up. I woke up in a cold sweat, just like shit. I forgot to do something because the day before, on Friday, Caleb was just like, "Yo, is like messaging me. Yo, is Naomi at Laney? Yeah, she's here. Do you have any classes with her? No. Lunch? No, only at dismissal. I see. And then he's just like, okay, get your screen's frozen. Okay. So then Caleb's just like, okay, just find Naomi at dismissal. Tell her to call me. I have to say something to her. I forgot to do that. The like so many messages after that were just trust, trust. That's all that was said afterwards. And I feel so bad after all of that trust. Full caps. And I forgot.
Huh? I'm gonna turn off my camera to save computing power. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Logan, I just noticed. Why is why is there a gigantic fungus plushie in the background?
Because I like the way mushrooms look. I don't know why. I suddenly have such what's the word? I was just thinking of it. I'm just so astonished by them though. I don't know why. I have a bunch of weird stuff. On my just under my
Uh,
TV is a Venus flytrap, very small one. Because I haven't told you the story. Um,
all of those are mushrooms.
that's pretty cool. But I like the stereotypical one. But anyways, one day I woke up. It was a weekend. Thank God. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. I woke up and I saw immediately that like on my bedpost
Hold up.
there. What? Ethan?
Sorry about that. Continue.
So I woke up and I immediately saw that attached to my bedpost there was just a long, thin line, thin string of spider silk connecting to the entire other side of my room. Very long thing that just like showed up overnight. And I was just like, I immediately thought, yeah, there's definitely a spider somewhere in this room. I can't see it anywhere. I don't know where it is, if it's hiding under my bed or in the closet near the other end of that spider silk. But it's in here somewhere. So
Burn the
so
room.
since I couldn't find the spider and I didn't feel like searching for it, what I did is I sprayed my entire room with dangerous chemicals meant to kill bugs.
Uh,
And I could not stay in my room for the rest of my entire day.
all right then.
So that happened. So now, just to make sure that doesn't happen again, I have a Venus flytrap.
Huh. All right, that makes sense.
Hopefully, the whatever spider that comes next sees that plant and dies.
All right. I have to go take a shower, so I'm gonna hop off.
Okay,
Um,
I want to say good episode, but
hopefully,
so I guess that's the end of this one.
yeah.
Okay,
Also, I realized I had not eaten dinner yet.
damn, what time is it? 7 o'clock. Man, I forgot to do that too. I got
Great,
much to do.
great minds think alike.
Terrible minds.